Alright, welcome back to the second part of this tutorial where I'm setting up OpenClaw in the Digital Ocean Droplet and VPS. Alright, so if you haven't already watched the first part of this video where I actually teach you how to set up the Digital Ocean Droplet VPS, as well as do the security for SSH hardening and Tailscale, check out this video over here on how you can set it up securely. Alright, so continuing off where we left off, now we are actually doing phase 3, which is installing OpenClaw. So first we have to SSH into our new user that we created, the non-root user. And we also have to give it our Tailscale IP address, which can be found in your Tailscale dashboard. When you select your connected VPS and you scroll down, it is over here under Tailscale IPv4. So we paste that. And now we are successfully SSH'd into our virtual private server. Right, then next we just simply run this install command over here. And this install command can take quite long depending on the specs of your VPS, but for 4GB RAM VPS it will take roughly around 10 minutes. And make sure not to actually stop the installer midway, because it will give you this error over here. So it may fail with this error if you Ctrl+C to stop the installer midway, or if your VPS loses internet connection. So I can very quickly show you an example. So for example, I'm on step 2 now, and if I do Ctrl+C, it will stop out of the installer. Then if I try to install with the same command again, I think it will most likely give me this error over here after a while. Yep, so you can see that I have this error over here because I didn't let it run completely. So in the instance where you get this error, you will Ctrl+C multiple times, or Command+C if you're on Mac, to get out of the installer. Then you run this command. Then you run this command. And you can run this command, which should be optional, but you can run it just in case, but I'll just skip that for now. Then you just simply restart the installer with the same install command. Then now make sure to wait at least 10 minutes and it should automatically install it for you. Right, so I'll see you when the installation is finished. Alright, so as you can see, after waiting for about slightly over 5 minutes, the installer has successfully installed OpenClaw. Right, so when you have this wizard, it's already started the configuration wizard, so we don't have to start this command. And now there are also some recommended settings. So for this, you can say yes. And don't worry if it takes a while, because our VPS is quite slow since it only has 4GB of RAM. But you can see that it moved on to the next step. So for the setup mode, we are choosing manual. So you use your you use your arrow keys to actually toggle between the options. Then whether you want to set it up, local gateway. Workspace directory, we can leave it as the default. Then now you can choose your model or your auth provider. So for this one, I'll be teaching you how to set it up with GitHub Copilot, since if you have the student developer pack, then you can actually get a lot of free credits. So I will choose GitHub Copilot, but most people set it up with either Anthropic or OpenAI. Right, so once you select this, it'll give you this link over here. So you copy this link, go to your browser, and it'll also give you this code over here. So I'll copy this code. And oh shit, oops, I accidentally cancelled out. So if you cancel out, then you can simply just run this command again. So it's the OpenClaw onboard command. Then you repeat the steps, yes. It'll take a little time. And I'll just close out of that for now. Right, setup mode is manual, local gateway, default directory, and we'll choose GitHub Copilot. Then it'll give us this link. We'll copy that into our browser, continue, then we'll copy this code over here. Oops, seems like I didn't copy it correctly. Yep, paste that code over there, then we'll authorize GitHub Copilot. Alright, then it should successfully authorize us. Okay, nice. Now it will allow us to choose our model configuration. Alright, so here we can choose the default model that we want. You can keep it currently at GitHub. You can keep it as GPT-4o, which is one of, I think for students, it is completely free. You want to burn through credits, or yeah. Or if you want, you can also choose like Cloud Opus 4.6, GPT 5.3 codecs as well. But for now, I'll keep it as GPT-4o. So I just enter, and that will be my default model. You can also change the model later within your Cloud bot later, or your OpenClaw. Alright, for the gateway port, we'll leave it default as 18789. And for the gateway bind, we'll leave it as loopback. Gateway off will be token. Tailscale exposure off. How do you want to provide the gateway token? Auto generates. And we'll just leave it blank for it to automatically generate for us a new token. Alright, so for configuring chat channels, let's do it now. And for this tutorial, I'll show you how to configure Telegram. So we'll go to Telegram, and we'll enter Telegram bot token. Alright, so now we'll go into Telegram. If you don't have Telegram, you can download it. So we'll go to Telegram, then in the search bar, we want to search for @bot father over here. So this bot father is the way to create bots. Then we'll simply type /new bot. So after that command, we can choose a name for our bot. This can also be changed later. I'll just call it Chloe test. So that's the name of my bot. Then now we have to choose a username for our bot, which needs to end in bot. So I'll just give it Chloe test 1234 underscore bot. Alright, cool. So now we have our bot set up. If you click over here, you can see that this is our bot over here. Going back to bot father, we now have this bot token. So this bot token is important. Do not leak it to others. Yeah, so you need to keep it secure, as this is the identifier for your bot. But we want to copy this first. Then we'll go back to our OpenClaw, and we want to paste that Telegram bot token inside of here. So now we have successfully configured Telegram to OpenClaw as well. And what I recommend you to do is, once you save this somewhere securely, I recommend you to actually delete this message so that there's no trace of your bot token anywhere. Yeah, but first let's go into our bot so that we know that our bot is here. Alright, so going back to OpenClaw, we have successfully paired Telegram. So then we can click on finish. Then we can configure DM access policies. We'll just click on yes first, and we'll click on pairing. Okay, nice. So now we have to configure the web search agent. So for this, we can just do Tavly, or you can also skip for now. Yeah, let's just skip for now, but I think the one that I usually use is Tavly Search because it offers 1000 searches for free per month. So, but we'll just skip for now. For configuring skills, we'll just click on no because we can do that later, and I'll also show you how to do it in a later video. Alright, so now for configuring plugins, we can press enter to try to skip, but you can see that it needs us to actually select one field. So we can just do device pairing. So we click on space bar to actually select that. Then for this, we'll just enter. So this gives it sort of like a dummy value for us to skip. Then for hooks, I will just enable everything. So I'll just press spacebar on each of those. Then I will enter. And now for the gateway service runtime, we want to select node. So it's installing our gateway service. It should be successfully installed. And afterwards, we can enable bash shell completion. Yes. So enter, and then that should be the last step to configure OpenClaw. Alright, so you can see that the onboarding is complete, and we can use the dashboard link above to control OpenClaw. So if we scroll up, you can see that under Control UI, there's actually this Web UI HTML. There's actually this Web UI link which we can use to connect to OpenClaw. But since this is running on the VPS, we need to connect to our VPS through our local machine. So we first need to run this command over here. So I'll copy this. Then in a separate terminal, I'll open a separate terminal. Then I'll paste this command over here, and I'll change the Tailscale IP with the one that I have. So this sort of creates the link between your local machine as well as the VPS. So that's done. Then now I can actually copy this Web UI HTTP. Make sure to also have the token because that's important. I'll paste it in my local browser. We'll get rid of this over here. Yep. And then when we enter, you should see that's able to actually open your OpenClaw console. So this is where you can manage and chat with your OpenClaw over here. But if I open if I open an incognito window and I type in this without the token parameter, you can see that it'll tell me to enter the gateway token, and the gateway token is just the one over here. So we'll copy this, and we'll get rid of the 2 lines. Yeah, and it will still work over here. Nice. Alright, so once you have this dashboard, you can just play around with OpenClaw, create new channels. The channels, if you look into it, you can see that we have Telegram over here, Telegram configured. Alright, and from here you can actually chat through this console, but we want to chat through our Telegram bot. So there's actually one last step to do. We have to pair our Telegram bot to our OpenClaw. So this step is important because it ensures that nobody can just message our Telegram bot over here and it will be connected to our OpenClaw. So we'll run this /start command in our Telegram bot. I can press this over here. Then it'll give us this command to run in our OpenClaw terminal. So go back, make sure that you're in the OpenClaw terminal connected to your VPS. Then we'll just paste that command. So after this, we should be completely done setting up OpenClaw paired with our Telegram bot over here. So give it a while to run. Alright, so it has been successfully set up. If we go back to our Telegram bot, we can now actually message it and it will be connected to our OpenClaw instance on our VPS. Let's message it, hello. And you can see there's typing over here. And nice, it actually has been successfully connected to our OpenClaw instance. Alright, so now that you have actually successfully set up OpenClaw securely and safely on your VPS, the next step is to actually allow it to implement some automations for you, such as managing your email, managing your Google Drive, or even to automatically generate new content ideas and actually help you post them to your different social media accounts, like a social media manager. If you'd like to learn how to do that, check out this video over here where I teach you how to easily set up these automations in OpenClaw. So check it out right here.